Yes, emotional maturity. So emotional maturity is taking responsibility for our own feelings. Like we talked about in the episode on the model, the one episode before this one, it's our own thoughts that create our feelings. And if that is the truth, then no no actions from somebody else can hurt my feelings. It is my thoughts about someone else's words or actions or inactions or any circumstance that exists. None of that can hurt my feelings. My thoughts create my feelings, and that feeling might be hurt, but it's because of the thought I have about it. So living in emotional maturity acknowledges this truth. When we live in an opposite reality, which is emotional immaturity, and that is a space I lived in unknowingly for most of my life until I started becoming aware of my thoughts and how they're connected to my feelings. Emotional immaturity is not assuming responsibility for our own feelings.
I grew up being taught that other people's actions and words could justifiably hurt my feelings, and that I was a victim to something like that happening. And by learning that, I essentially was taught that it was out of my control. And at the same time, I was taught that I needed to take other people's feelings into consideration whenever I did anything. And so I became a people pleaser, where I would put myself in what they might be feeling. And so I would tiptoe and behave in a way that I thought would be good for them instead of just being true for myself.
The people pleasing. I had no idea that I spent my life living in other people's models, right? I'm in their thoughts. I think, oh, well, how will my action affect? What thoughts will they have about my action? And we will cover the topic of people pleasing in a future episode, because that's a whole huge
monster. It's a whole huge monster. We definitely will dive into that further.